about it?
1989 is when it came about. But in the late 1990s, when the government really stepped in, and there were a few unscrupulous lenders, let's say, in the business, and kind of gave reverse mortgages a bit of a bad name. And I think so there's still a negative connotation out there in the marketplace about reverse mortgages, and I believe it was from that time in the 90s when, frankly, some lenders were taking advantage of senior homeowners.
Well, if it's an FHA program, I mean, how can you really take advantage of a homeowner? It seems like it's, I mean, not really putting them in a program or doing something else, and not, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
well, the government, FHA, backed the program in 1989. But it was not till the late 90s that they really were focusing in on the lenders and really tightening up the guidelines on the lenders.
Oh yeah, they control the cost. They dictate it.
Right.
Do we have time to tell the quick story about one of the worst cases of reverse mortgage?
Yeah, if you want to tell a story, we like stories.
Well, and I think this is one of the, because it happened right around here. It actually happened in Baltimore. A couple took out a reverse mortgage in the early 90s. They had about a $100,000 home right close by the area of the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Right. And the stadium was built, and a lot of development started coming. Well, developers were starting to look at their neighborhood and starting to offer folks a lot more money for their homes than what they thought they were worth. They held out. Finally, in 1998, a developer, they were one of the last people in this block to sell so they could develop, offered to pay them $700,000 for their little row house. They thought they had hit the jackpot. So they decided to sell the house. When it comes to pay off the reverse mortgage, the lender had written in there that they had a 100% of the home's appreciation during the time they have the reverse mortgage would go to the lender. So the headlines in the Baltimore Sun, talked about this reverse mortgage company. Elderly Baltimore couple sells home for $700,000. Reverse mortgage company gets all the proceeds, and that just.
Oh, so this was before FHA tightened up on the guidelines and said, well, you can do this, but you can't put this in.
Right.
So,
there are no shared appreciation stipulations in a reverse mortgage loan any longer. But that was awful.
Right.
As a matter of fact, my first boss at Wells Fargo was in the business, and she said, when that article in the Baltimore Sun hit the headlines, her phone didn't ring for 6 months.
Oh yeah, I can.
And that's what people remember.
I can understand why. Yeah, well, that is a major thing.
Right.
To
that was awful.
That a reverse mortgage. Well, I'm glad you shared that story with us.
Thank you. Well, yeah, it's the truth, and that's why people, I think, have that in the back of their mind. But those, the FHA has cleaned up. They're only credible lenders, and they have to follow strict guidelines to be in this government-backed program.
I'd like to thank you, gentlemen, for being on our show. You've given our viewers a wealth of information. If you would like to receive a free reverse mortgage package from Ernie or Frank, please call or email them at the number in the bottom of your screen. And if you'd like to be a guest or would like to sponsor a show, or if you have any questions, please email us at donthebroker@cox.net. Thank you, and God bless.